AskReddit by agreeable at 7289. What's something that's really bad for the body but people keep doing it? Skipping on sleep. The worst is you have a bad night's sleep, you fought through the day, do your nightly routine, then you lay down and your body just goes nope, not tired anymore. Browsing Reddit on mobile phone in complete darkness. I've dropped my phone on my face while laying in bed at night. Fell asleep and just dropped the phone on my face. Not sleeping enough. My Fitbit says I sleep an average of 6h40m a night, which is more than 70% of users. WTF? I am not sleeping enough, but you all are sleeping even less. Sadly, there are a lot of factors that contribute to that, a lot of which are uncontrollable to a degree: mental illnesses, children, 2 jobs, etc. Doom scrolling. Can't believe I had to scroll to the bottom to find this. The sedentary lifestyle. Laying in bed in front of a laptop or sitting at desk in front of a laptop. Yeah, and one barrier is we've kind of categorized exercise as some difficult, effort-intense activity. Either you hit the gym and crank on a treadmill or heavy weights, or nothing. We've dropped all that stuff in the middle, just walking, hiking, a casual game of frisbee, whatever. You can have a healthy, active life without ever working out, but most of us sit at home a lot and think I should get in shape, but I don't want to go work out. Worrying about stuff I have no control over. Anxiety and stress are literal killers. Staying in toxic relationships. Aside from the obvious traits, like cheating, abuse, and lying, what are some other subtle traits of a toxic or bad relationship? Sitting without adequate exercise to counter it. Since starting my first office job, I've never felt so physically ill. I just started exercising and I'm doing better, but you're apparently sitting for 8 hours then going home and laying on the couch isn't good for you. Packing the days to the brim, not leaving room to decompress and relax. Stress is a huge contributing factor to a plethora of health problems. If you can't reduce the stress, this is obviously not possible. I mean more like additional stress in your free time. Some people I know just pile on the stress voluntarily and it amazes me. And then they say, you know, sometimes I just want to rest and do nothing for a weekend. Okay girl, no one forces you to be so hectic all the time. It's because they've been conditioned that not moving, not being busy or productive is equal to being lazy, a slob, etc., which is usually depression showing off. Smoking and drinking. When I quit smoking, I told myself that just for today, I'm not buying another pack. The next day, same thing. I can hang on till bedtime. Next day, just for today. Those days add up and the craving lessens. It's been 9 years since I won after 30 years of smoking and unsuccessful attempts to quit. Holding in your shit until you leave school. I still do this as an adult. Alcohol. 3.7 years clean of booze and nicotine. So worth it. Drinking. Going to be calling up AA, turning 40 soon, and I saw an article about the lead singer of Smash Mouth having liver failure and having literal days to live. I know death is inevitable, but I'd rather die later rather than sooner. He passed today actually. Work 6 days each week for a minimum wage salary. Fuck, that's literally me. Suffering now with tuition loans too. Gonna ask for a raise or quit, fuck it, I'm at my wits end, aha. Smoking. Soda. Most drugs. TikTok challenges. That fucking one where they do a wheelie into traffic. Pure stupidity and putting others at risk. Tanning. I know you all have heard this before, but growing up in the 60s and 70s, no one wore sunscreen, let alone sunblock. You either stayed out or covered up. Kids went out unprotected for hours. Teenage me used tanning oil to increase the absorption of UV rays. It wasn't given much thought until the 1990s, when medical studies were presented and all those folks who'd tanned all their lives started showing up en masse with lesions. I wound up with a basal cell carcinoma on my nose. It was caught early by my dermatologist and taken off surgically. The bad news is that most of the damage has been done already, and that I'm likely to have another issue later. Since then, I'm a lot more careful, but on days when I'm outside working in the yard or spending short periods in the sun without sunscreen, I still pick up color quite easily. I never get sunburned. My dad's whole family is like that. My dermatologist isn't happy with me, but I am trying to do better. Social media. It's awful for your mental health, but apparently people need to see likes on videos to fit in with society. Came here to comment that it's literally brainwashing. If you see the same thing being marketed or told to you, you'll believe it. Eating unhealthy processed foods. Seen an article just this week how ultra-processed foods are linked to high blood pressure, heart attacks and strokes. The list of what qualifies makes up most people's diets: breakfast cereals, crisps, supermarket bread and pizzas, ready-made soup, margarine spread, meatballs, hamburgers, sausages etc. Lack of sleep. Not getting enough sleep. Juice cleanse. Your body cleans itself, but the NT to 11 ends. Processed food, sugary drinks, smoking, alcohol, using drugs, pills or shortcuts. Gotta get the dopamine fix. Alcohol. I still drink once in a while, but it's remarkable how consistent the science is that there's really no benefits and a ton of harms to alcohol consumption. No benefits? As an ugly person, it's helped me get laid a few times. Junk food. Having no hobbies or enjoyments that don't involve drugs or alcohol. Finding something you enjoy doing to distress is important for mental and physical health. Drinking soda. I occasionally buy some sodas as a treat. Even when I want to actually have a treat, it seems wrong to drink them. Sugar. Sitting on their couch all day. League of Legends. I played for 8 years, still seeing the chiropractor for back pain from all the carrying I did as a midlaner. Overtraining at the gym and also having a physical job you will understand in your mid-30s. Dealing with the repercussions of this right now. Anyway, I always warn people against being this obsessive with being fit and in shape. I was in the best shape of my life, but at what cost? Overthinking. We spend more time worrying about what is in the mind than what is really happening. Excess caffeine. This ain't high enough. 4 hours of sleep and 2 energy drinks. Very healthy indeed. Deleted. I'm lactose intolerant, currently eating chocolate. There's great chocolate with zero milk. It was a marketing thing to make chocolate more popular when Nestle and Peter invented adding milk in 1875. https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/history_of_chocolate. Deleted. Raw dogging, getting covered over and over. Consuming lots of sugar. It was surprising what a difference cutting it down did for me. Choosing to be around a person who is not friendly, not good to you, or not a good influence just because you are lonely, lack a boyfriend, girlfriend, lack friends, etc. Watching alpha male podcasts destroys your brain in 30 minutes. Drinking alcohol. Scrolling mindlessly through TikTok, Instagram, any social media listlessly for hours. This is a mental health condition. Yes, if you do this almost every single day, you are struggling with mental illness and using scrolling as an avoidance coping behavior. Even if you don't have anything to do, it is not healthy to spend hours scrolling through social media on a regular basis. Also, consuming high amounts of caffeine daily, especially when not eating. Anything not done in moderation. Getting shot or stabbed. I just can't quit it. Accepting abuse, mental, physical, emotional. Antibiotics, yes, sometimes necessary but not like most use them. Using antibiotics for common colds is stupid, and it will probably be the reason of our ultimate demise, once all the pathogenic and even non-pathogenic bacteria becomes resistant. Childbirth. Putting anything into your lungs other than clean air. The human lung is extremely fragile. Vaping and weed can damage them just like cigarettes can. Clean air is hard to come by these days. I wonder what would be the outcome of a multi-decade study with one group on clean air, respirators, and the other breathing regular air. Good luck finding participants, I guess. Alcohol. Dieting. Lifestyle changes can better your health, but crash diets and starving yourself can really take a toll on heart health and permanently mess you up. Eating too much.